Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at NOCO's newest product, their AX65, which is their combined jump starter and tire inflator. Right off the bat, we get some great information on the box as well as what the product looks like. This is a lithium powered air compressor and battery jump starter. Lithium ion batteries tend to last longer than AGM or lead acid, so this is likely going to last longer than competitors. For that reason, lithiums just tend to last twice as long. Now, 22 amp 100 psi tire inflator, this is going to be great. Everything basically to full ton pickups. This thing is ready for some heavy duty work, whether it's on your lawnmower, a sedan, or your large truck. And with 2,000 amps, that's going to be able to do 8-liter gasoline engines and 6-liter diesels. Once again, we're talking about 1-ton large, heavy-duty trucks in that range, all the way down to smaller things like small outboards, lawnmowers, etc., etc. And what we get is going to be our gator clamps, which are copper, which is going to allow for less resistance and therefore better peak performance. And we have our Type USB-C charger. Type USB-C to USB-C. These are becoming more and more popular. Chances are if you're in a newer vehicle, you likely have one of these ports. So you're going to be able to charge this in your car and especially at home as long as you have the AC adapter, which you most likely have from any other device. We are greeted with a soft carrying case. I would like to see a hard carrying case, but this will do to help protect it from marks and scratches. But the unit itself, this is heavy. This is probably pushing close to 12 to 15 pounds. It's not a light unit. The reason for that is this is not a plastic construction. This is a completely aluminum construction. Now you do have plastic on the sides out here. However, the cage itself is aluminum. All your air fins are aluminum to dissipate heat from this large air compressor. You don't normally see them this size. And then on top of that, you have aluminum all along the side here, once again, to dissipate that heat. In order to work this thing, you have some very simple controls. As mentioned, there's your power button. You have 4 bars for battery. Right now we are at 3. You then have air. Once you click that button once, you can set your air pressure. You hit that again and that'll start the compressor. Finally, you have a light on this side, and this is very good usable light, as we'll get to in a little bit, but you're easily going to be able to see a tire in the dark, and as needed, you do have some strobe modes in case you want to let other motorists know that, stay away, be careful. You also have this button right here, and what that does is say your battery is completely dead. When you can hit that button, it's going to send a surge of energy anyway, and it's going to allow you to start your battery. Very, very simple and modular design. On a final note, these 2 covers right here, this is your 12-volt out. This is where you're going to connect your gator clamps in order to connect to your battery to jumpstart. And then right above it, we have our USB-C Type-C in and out. So this is going to be able to charge your device, but also you can use this as a portable battery pack if necessary. So this Type-C unit will be able to charge your phones, tablets, even computers if you need to in a pinch. And finally, right here on the side, we have our needle nose adapter all ready to go. But that is all the features you have on this unit. Let's go ahead, go through charging, and then we're going to get it and put it into some practical use scenarios. Now, not only is the AX65 a great companion for the vehicle in case you have low tire pressure or you end up getting a flat, but it's also great for utility trailers, boat trailers, things of that nature. At 100 psi, this thing's going to be able to do the majority of tires out there. You're talking about E-class tires that are 8 or 10 ply, that are 80 psi, such as on F250s, F350s, large pickups, and these trailer tires, which have high psi ratings for the sidewall. Being able to carry something like this instead of having to bring out the air compressor is great to top off tires. In this instance, I haven't used this trailer in several months. I know I've had a little bit of leak down from these tires, so I'm able to just bring this out, top it off nice and quick, and this is going to significantly reduce the likelihood that I'll blow one of these out when I put a load on it with low tire pressure. Something to note before we get started, this is a very long air cord, probably about 2.5 to 3 feet in length, so it gives you a lot of range. If you're in a tight area, you need to set the compressor on top of a wheel arch, things of that nature. But we have an air pressure of 36.5 psi. All we got to do is bump it up In this case, the tire can take 50 psi. So we'll adjust to 50, and once we do that, set it on the ground, turn it to air, and pump up this tire. And just like that, we're at 50.5 psi, very close to where I have set it, and the tire is full and ready to go. Also to mention, even running for that period of time, which wasn't very long to get this thing aired up, it is very cool. It has these aluminum fins on the top and bottom. This thing isn't hot whatsoever, and I want to go straight to go ahead and pumping up the other two tires, the one on the other side as well as the spare. After filling up all three tires, this is warm to the touch, but not terribly hot. Overall, it was an average time of roughly 52 seconds per tire. No time at all to get this job done. And once complete, unlike some other brands, this easily wraps around for storage. In the matter of just a couple seconds, you're able to put it up and go along with your business. You can never buy back your time. And this product is going to save you some, especially for small jobs like this. In the event you do have to use the X65 as a jump starter, it is very simple. You take your jumper cables and simply plug it into the side of the AX65, and once done, you'll go ahead and turn the device on. You'll have your indication and battery level right there. This has protection, so it will not spark if your leads come together for safety, and if you have different polarity. So for instance, we're going to put our negative terminal or our negative jumper cable on the positive terminal, and our positive jumper cable on negative terminal, and we immediately get an error code with a polarity set. So we'll go ahead and jump these leads or switch them. So as always, negative to negative, positive to positive. It's going to ensure that we are ready. This light will come on and you're ready to go ahead and jump start the vehicle. The only thing I would like to see here is NOCO either have a longer jumper cable itself for batteries that are farther away, or possibly an extension you can even get aftermarket that allow these to have a little bit more reach. Now, many manufacturers of these air compressor and jump starter packs have an integrated LED light. However, it's usually not very bright. In this case, it's quite different. We have an extremely bright 100-watt LED that's giving you a clear view of anything you need to see, especially if you need to connect to the battery at night, if you need to use it as a safety hazard, or if there's something else going on in the engine bay. This is providing ample light in order to see anything you might need to, even in dark or low light conditions. At around $200, this is not going to be for everyone. If you're in a smaller vehicle and you just want a backup jump starter and small tire inflator, you may be better suited for another product. However, for those with multiple vehicles or a larger vehicle, such as a pickup or a large SUV, and someone with trailers, this is a phenomenal product. It is a little bit more expensive, but it is premium. You have an all aluminum construction, a massive air compressor, which is going to get to those higher pressures needed for SUV and trailer tires, and you're going to get a very simple and easy to use product that should be durable and reliable for quite some time. If you want to look up some more information or check it out a little bit further, I'll go ahead and put a link up here in the corner as well as in the description below. But guys, that's going to be it for today. I do hope you enjoyed seeing this NOCO AX65, a little overview as well as some action with it. If you did, please make sure to share, like, subscribe for more. And as always, thanks for watching.